Hello Lorcana and TCG enthusiasts, and welcome back to yet another Lorcana deck and gameplay video. Today we are looking at Aggro Sapphire, Ruby Sapphire to be more specific. So without further ado, let's look at the cards. We got 4 Queen of Hearts, 1 Maui's Fishhook, 4 Maui himself, 2 Lady Tremaine, 2 Madame Medusa, 4 Be Prepared, 4 Maleficent. That is the Ruby side of it. For the Sapphire, we have 4 Develop Your Brain, 4 Popsicles, still probably one of the best draw engines around, 4 One Jump Ahead, 4 Fishbone Quill, 3 Judy Hopps, 4 Grandma Tala, 4 Harem Flavershem, 2 McDuck Manor, 4 Gaston, 2 Lucky Dime, and 4 Tamatoa. So anyways, this deck strategy here is about ramping up with the Sapphire engine, as we can see here. Bringing out the bombs that are really good out of Ruby, like Lady Tremaine, Maui, Madame Medusa, Be Prepared, and Maleficent, but also using Lucky Dime to gain that speed up our lore counter, like targeting like people like Gaston, targeting people like Tamatoa. So people like that. So our whole idea is that we're going to aggro using the Sapphire's ramp engine and just win on the back of speeding through our lore faster than our opponent can speed their ink. So we get lots of ink, lots of lore before our opponent gets lots of ink and lots of lore. So without further ado, let's jump into the ladder and see how well we do. For our first match, we got Emerald Steel, another color combination that's been seeing a lot of play in the competitive scene, as well as, of course, this combination of colors as well. So we got a good opening hand here. Popsicle, Judy Hopps here, just so you know, she could pop something on the board. We're just going to get rid of, I think we're just going to get rid of Gaston. Everything else is a inkable card and is usable at this point right now, and heck, even Flaversham. But yeah, if you don't know, Judy states, if you've never seen her card, when you play this character, you may banish, shows an item, its player draws a card. So we can banish even our opponent's items. They get to draw the card. But typically, we're not going to do it for our Popsicle. We want our Popsicle to be banished on our go. So it's a little annoying that our opponent's going to start off with a Cursed Merfolk here. I think we're going to get rid of Flaversham. We are going to go for the Popsicle. Get our extra draw. And we will pass from there. Alright, so not so bad so far. Anyways, turn 2, we go 1 jump ahead. Turn 4, we get at the Flavership. Now, mind you that our opponent is already going to be able to spike their use of the Cursed Merfolk because of the fact that this is a 1-drop that's questing for 2. But we have Maui to come in in a very late stated game and beat that over. We don't need a Maleficent at this moment in time. We're going to go 1 jump ahead. And we're going to pass. Now, they're probably not going to activate Mr. Shmee. Now, why it's probably better for them to go and do the Mr. Shmee plays anyways, just because of the fact that they go Mr. Shmee. They can get 4 here. Mr. Shmee takes the damage and get 4 again. So right now, they are ahead of us. So it's not great that we didn't really start with maybe a 1-drop. Alright, well, our opponent has definitely decided that they just want to kill us extremely fast, extremely quick. Interesting, not going to quest with the Mr. Shmee. Even I personally would quest with the Mr. Shmee here. That's what I thought. So, Mr. Shmee goes for 2 more turns. Trying to think now, how exactly do we play out of this? Well, I guess next turn we have Maui. We have Flaversham, so I mean, we do have a way to knock out at least 2 characters on the board. Presence here. We will pop the Popsicle here. We'll draw 2. Oh, that feels pretty nice. I wish I had that turn 2, personally, because that would have been nice to knock that out. Alright, so in essence, this turn we do have some plays we can make. We can knock out a Merfolk, and then basically we'll be a little safer on any crackbacks or anything like that. It's not going to be perfect here, mind you, but it didn't help that we didn't see like anything to help against like this merfolk or anything. Personally, I would quest with everything. There's not really like a mass threat. And he knows I don't have Be Prepared on me just yet. I think we'll throw Judy because there's no item for her to pop right now, even though she does quest for 2. We're going to have Flaversham knock this out. And Gaston's going to go. Sorry, Gaston. But I need you to get to the drop. He's still got that. So anyways, after that, we throw down Maui. Maui will swing into that. We'll have to discard another card. I think I'm going to get rid of Develop Your Brain. Because this Mr. Shmee literally dies next turn if he quests with it. So I really don't think I really mind if that Mr. Shmee dies here. So anyways, we cleaned up the board. It's not too terrible here. We have like the Queen of Hearts. We could go into like Fishbone Quill. We do have Grandma Tala that can get us a couple cards here if need be. So I mean, we have a couple things we could do. That Ursula can't sing anything this turn, so we don't really have to fear that Ursula like dealing damage this turn. It just matters if he decides to use like the Mr. Shmee and quest, because at that point it will just literally die. So no point in needing to worry about that. We can go like Grandma Tala, gain a couple cards, see what we want to put into our Inkwell. We have Queen of Hearts to sit here for security. Now, it will matter what his 2 cards are. Again, Ursula could only sing 3 or lower. Okay, so he sent the Mr. Shmee at me. What is he now going to send? Okay, so he sent Morph too. Alright, well, Morph's gone now too. Yeah, nothing we can do about that. Not that it overly mattered. Well, there's that. Let's go Grandma Tala out. Let's draw that, and we'll put the other one in the bottom. Personally, I think the Fishbone Quill can go to the there. And then I'm going to quest with the Flaversham and pass. I don't think he actually sees the 2 cards. Yeah, no. I just put one in my hand and put the rest in the bottom of the deck in any order. I don't know why it says put the rest the bottom of your deck in any order. I guess unless you didn't want to draw the card, I guess you could put the bottom of the deck in any order. Ooh, that's gross. I guess we're going to have to get rid of the Queen of Hearts. This is going to be a 2-time discard. So it's got a small discard engine in it. Again, I already played a Amber Emerald discard, or hand control deck. And, you know, playing this with, like, Sun and Chill is pretty nasty. Maleficent's got to go. I want to keep the Be Prepared in case he decides to get into some, like, large board state again. Because, I mean, I have, like, Madame Medusa to get rid of this. Or I guess I could get rid of the blocker. She's a 2/3 body. No, I have a way. Okay, we're just going to go Madame Medusa. Madame Medusa effect. We're going to get rid of the blocker. I don't know why it's running slow right now. We'll knock that out. We're not gonna ink anything this turn, and we'll just quest. So feels pretty good right now. Feels pretty good. He's got 2 cards left. He's down on ink at sitting at like 4. So he's gonna go to 5 here. I don't know if you wanted to ink that. At least you could see like a draw 2, discard 1. Well, Grandma Tall is gone. Tamatoa isn't gonna help here. So we'll go McDuck Manor because that will start getting us a bunch of lore here, which will be pretty nice. Our opponent has nothing in their hand, so I mean, they're top decking everything now. I mean, if I do feel threatened, I'll just go to be prepared. Do I honestly care for that, if that sits on the board? Not really. I honestly don't care if he gets the Cursed Merfolk, because if he quests with it, even though he goes to 14... well, we don't have really anything that can target on guys that are standing up. We'll go Gaston. This will help speed things up. We're going to look at the top 3. We get to add 1 to our hands. We're going to definitely draw that. Because then we could just use Flaversham to get another 2 cards off this. Popsicle. Popsicle to draw. Another Gaston's pretty nice. But then we can go Flaversham. Pop that. We draw 2. Pretty nice. And we will pass. Like I said, a Cursed Merfolk right now is nothing to be afraid of. Interesting you decide to throw that. Even personally, I would have wanted the Morph out. At least I can use it to like gain another couple lore. A lore a turn. At least have that threat that it is. Flaversham will swing. We're just going to get rid of... yeah, Gaston. He's not inkable. Hit that. We're going to develop our brains here. Developing the brains, the brains! We'll draw out the Grandma. So we can look at another 2 cards and see what we can find. We'll quest and... Quest. We haven't inked, so I mean... It's not really any purpose. Hoping maybe we find a Lucky Dime or something. Actually, I kind of want Lady Medusa. Just in case he gets his hands, like, on another Cursed Merfolk. Or anything that I don't want him having. At least we can use, like, Madame Medusa, as long as that's 3 power or less, which, funny enough, a lot of really good characters are 3 power or less. If you had told me that this Madame Medusa would be advantageously good, I would have told you, doesn't feel great. So there goes our Madame Medusa, at least Madame Medusa number 1. He's going to force us now to discard draw. Tamatoa can go. He would only really quest for 1 as a big body, so no reason to keep him. I'd rather keep Madame Medusa, Maui, and be prepared personally. Maui being able to recklessly and rush into things, and pretty much we've won. Gaston, and then Flaversham. Game. Alright, game 1 goes to us. On to game number 2. Alright, for our second game we got Amber Amethyst. A really nice color combination there. Standard old day without Stitch Rockstar was first brought into the meta. We're going to get rid of all of that. Yeah, I don't think Judy Hopps is really worth keeping. I think we'll go take rid of all of that. Okay. Well, that's actually pretty nice. Okay, not bad at all. It really will depend on where we want to go. I think we'll go Grandma Tala. Let's do the popsicle first. We'll draw here. It may have been more worth maybe going to develop our brain first. But we can do it like turn 2. Problem is we didn't get any like ramp. Ugh, he's already starting that something. Alright, let's go develop our brain. Let's see what we can draw. Sure, I guess we'll draw that for the non-existent turn 3 that will play it. Alright, I mean, we're down on a hill, but last game we were also down on the fact that our opponent was playing guys that had the ability to quest for 2. Now, the problem in this color is that he's a spam deck. This color is all about spam because, as we see now with the Piglet, he's a spam deck. So he's going to spam a lot of people to the board. So we're going to throw the Judy Hopps away. We bring out the Fishbone Quill. We go Fishbone Quill. Let's send one jump ahead. And we'll pass. Now, we can go like Lady Tremaine or Madame Medusa next turn. We can go Madame Medusa. We can knock out like the Pinocchio because that's the bigger threat here. Unless he bounce it. Which I highly believe he's probably going to bounce it. In this strategy, this is like a Quest Go Burr strategy, but you're using like the Piglet stuff now. Well, wow, that's a windy. Okay. This guy really is on like just I go Burr. So he's going to send that back. Alright, well that just basically eases it into more for me. Okay, we go throw Tomateo away. We go Fishbone Quill. Unfortunately, Gaston's got to go bye-bye. We bring out Madame Medusa. That targets the Pinocchio, and goodbye Pinocchio. And we will pass. And we can literally play Lady Tremaine next turn, force him to pick something to get rid of. So like this is what the deck does. We've now literally brought forth the amazing power, the fact of being able to spam our ink well with so much ink. Some goblins, Chernobog's followers. It's spooky, scary skeletons. Spooky, scary skeletons. Alright. Yeah, he's basically a spam deck, so I mean, even at a low ink count, he's pretty well off. Throw that away. We're gonna smash that. Take the 1 pane of damage. Lady Tremaine comes out. He gets to select what he wants to get rid of. My guess is it's gonna be the Chernobog's followers. Oh, we got rid of Windy. Okay, was not expecting him to actually go for the Windy. I was expecting him to go for Chernobog's followers, personally. Does he value the draw more? I think he values that draw more. So yeah, he valued the draw more than the Windy. I mean, I guess that makes sense. In a capacity. The bare necessities, the simple bare necessities. You know, there's going to be some weird thing about one day when someone's like, well, if you want to play a song, you at least have to sing a little bit of the song, the Disney song. So you better hope you know all the Disney songs. Okay, so draw 2 more. We'll be drawing a couple cards next turn as well. Because I'm going to go Flavershim Pop that. Let's draw 2 more. Gaston and McDuck Manor. Honestly, I think Maleficent's not going to be helpful here. I'd rather set up McDuck Manor. Mainly because I want to push it as something to threaten him. He now knows I have McDuck Manor, which means I'm gaining 2 lore a turn. So let's see just how much more he can span. You have forgotten me. Why, Simba? Why? Unfortunately, that bare necessities isn't going to work because I don't have any, discards, chosen hand discards a non-character card. Unfortunately, Gaston's a character card, so he ain't going anywhere. How about we play that Gaston? Interesting. I'm going to use Flavershim to actually knock out the Fishbone Quill. So we're going to draw 1 jump ahead. I'm going to play 1 jump. I'm not going to sing. Then I'm going to Fishbone Quill to get rid of Grandma Tala. That way then I can go Quest Flavershim. Flavershim pop the Fishbone Quill. That gives me a 2 draw and I didn't waste the Fishbone Quill. That feels nice. Draw another card. Okay, a couple of Queen of Hearts. And pass. Right now, we are sitting at 9. We go to 18 on this turn, next turn. So we'll go up to 11 here, and then we'll have 12, 14. Well, that's disgusting. You have forgotten me has made both my Queen of Hearts disappear. Well, unfortunately, I just have Flavish to draw another 2 cards. He's got 4 right now. Let's go Popsicle, draw. I'm gonna jump ahead. Flabbershim, pop a Popsicle. See what our next 2 draw is. Lady Tremaine. We're gonna play Lady Tremaine. I'm gonna force him to choose that Piglet or that Pinocchio. Now, funny enough, because I know this deck isn't spam, or basically doesn't have like a threat level that could actually like threaten my board presence, besides a couple of small characters, we won't trigger I mean, I literally win next turn. I literally win off McDuck Manor. So I literally don't know how this guy's going to win, all honesty. Because what he's going to have to do... Yep. Well, that is 2 games going to us. And we started not great. Probably started with guys with double lore, but we survived both. I want you to let me know down in the comments your thoughts on the Aggro Sapphire deck, your thoughts on the gameplay, your thoughts overall on Lorcana. And while you're commenting, do make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell so you can notify my videos are live for you. And we'll see you here next time on Mama Dragons TCG.